You fought Volkanovski, Max in what at those times felt like big fights, but this week in particular, as the person who's in the middle of all this media, does this feel like the biggest fight of your life?
I don't know what to tell you. It feels exactly the same, to be honest.
Is that because you've always seen the vision, envisioned yourself being in this spot, being one of the big stars and being in these big fight weeks?
Or maybe it's because it's the same.
Last week we spoke to you at a media day and you said that you expected Charles to march right towards you so you wouldn't have to go find him. And then yesterday he said, yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to march forward and get into a fight.
Remember, this is what he's going to try to do. That's not something he's going to do. He's going to try to do it. He's going to try to win, of course.
Are you surprised, though, that he's so willing to get into this firefight with you, and does that play into your hands during the fight?
Not at all. That's his job. He has to be confident.
Do you think then this fight might just turn out to be almost like a 2-minute sprint until you land and end this fight early?
2-minute sprint? No. He's going to try to walk forward. He's not going to find a way to do it. And I'm going to make him play my game, as I said.
What was it like running into Alex Volkanovski yesterday at the PI?
It was nice to see him. It's always nice to see Volk. I'm very happy that he has been able to get the title back. And I wish him all the best.
And last one from me. Earlier today, Islam Makhachev did an interview and said he's not ruling out coming back down to 155. But if it was up to you, would you rather fight him at 170 to get that third title, or would you be willing to fight him at 55 because that's the division that people say he might be the best at?
It would be much better for me to fight him in 170. And I will beat him and get the third title. That will be the best scenario for me.
I saw an interview where you said, when you were cutting to 145, sometimes it would get to the point where you just hated the sport because of how your body was reacting. So I guess how's camp been not having to cut those extra 10 pounds, and have you kind of rediscovered a love for this sport again?
Two different words, featherweight and lightweight. I have been able to enjoy the whole process. Even today, I feel good. And when I was fighting in the featherweight division at this point, I was feeling really bad. So, yeah, I think that I made a great decision.
And years ago, when Dustin Poirier went from featherweight to lightweight, he said it took him a few fights to feel like a lightweight rather than just a featherweight that stopped cutting. And Charles said something similar where when he went up to lightweight, where he would be able to knock people out at featherweight, they could take a lot more damage, and it took him a while to kind of feel like that. Do you feel like a featherweight still, or have you
That's
probably
the experience. I already fought in the lightweight division. I have one fight in the UFC in that division. So I felt actually great. So my experience is going to be completely different.
And outside of fighting, just how's life been for you in general since your last fight? Because we see you promoting fights, we see you on, doing all these media appearances in Spain. So just how's life been, just even outside of camp?
It has been amazing.
Ilia, down here, you fought back-to-back generational greats in Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski in your last two fights. Where do you rank Charles among them?
Where do I rank Charles?
Yes, among comparing to Volk and Max.
I would rank Volk in the first place, Max in the second, and Charles in the third.
And I wanted to get some clarity on the whole UFC Spain thing. There were reports saying that the Barcelona City Council blocked plans, or they're not entertaining the idea because they just don't like the sport of MMA. Is that what you've been told?
No, I have no idea. I don't know the last things about the UFC Spain, to be honest.
All right. And a few days before your last fight against Max Holloway, Cristiano Ronaldo had some not choice words. He said that he thought you talked too much. Is there still beef between you two guys, or is everything all sound?
Not at all. We good.
All right. And you're a Real Madrid fan. What do you make of Xabi Alonso being appointed as new manager?
I'm very happy. I think he's going to do an amazing job in the team. We are going to get more and more titles, as always.
Thank you.
Hey, we're here. We saw the power at 155 pounds, that fight you mentioned against Jai Herbert. Can we expect an even more powerful version of an already powerful Ilia Topuria this weekend?
More power? I don't know. I think that I'm a better fighter right now, more mature, more experience, you're gonna see, for sure, a better version about of myself.
And along that note of the football sport, one of your good friends, Sergio Ramos, I know he's participating right now in the Club World Cup, and he has a game tonight. If his results allow him, will he be in attendance this weekend to support you?
I don't know. Maybe he will come. I didn't spoke to him.
Ilia over here. Ilia, there's this statistic: you have never thrown a kick to the body or the head in the UFC.
Yeah.
And honestly, just why? A lot of people have success with it. What is it you don't like about throwing that move?
The kicks never was a quality that I never had as a fighter. So, I don't know. I never liked the body kicks and the head kicks.
I mean, it's obviously worked very well for you in your career. Another question I had, we saw you on Spanish TV playing guitar, doing the song with Antonio Banderas. Is music a big part of your life? And if you did have a band, what would the name be?
Music is part of my life and part of all of yours life. We love music.
I mean, I do too, but I can't play the guitar like you. Would you ever have a band if you had the opportunity?
No, I just took some classes before that TV show. So I'm not a huge master of guitar, to be honest.
Final question. There's a lot of lightweights who are doing well. Charles, Arman, and guys coming up. Did you feel that outside of Islam that Charles is the best lightweight that you could have fought?
100%. He's the best lightweight right now. If we don't count Islam, he's the best after him.
Thank you.
Just over here, Ilia. You mentioned you want to face Paddy next, obviously, if you do win the title this Saturday. You said that he needs one more fight. How big, obviously, not to look past Charles, but how big do you think that fight could be, given your history together?
That fight easily could be one of the biggest in the UFC history.
Are there any hard feelings still towards Paddy?
Listen, I don't used to take anything personal in this game. It's all professional.
And with that one fight that you think that he should have, is there someone in the division that you think would make sense in terms of him winning that fight to get the title shot next?
So if he wants to assure his title shot, he has to fight with Justin Gaethje, because if he fights with Arman, I think that Arman is going to beat him. So the easiest path he has right now to get the title shot is Justin.
Okay, thank you.
Stylistically.
Thank you.
Ilia over here. Obviously, I know you wanted to fight Islam Makhachev. He's going to 170. Do you think he'll have success up there? Because he is one of the bigger fighters in your division right now.
Well, can you repeat that question, please?
How do you think Islam Makhachev will do at 170 when he fights Jack Della Maddalena?
I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. I never thought about that, so I don't know.
In terms of, I know the weight cut was a big part of you, obviously, at 145. How much different has camp been, not having to focus on that as much? Is it possible this camp's one of your best, just for the simple fact that the weight cut isn't as big of a focus?
For sure, this is one of the best training camps that I ever had. I have been able to enjoy the whole process, like I said before. Like, I'm very happy with everything that I lived in this training camp, how it has been, and felt very happy during the whole process.
Yeah, and just last one for me. I know the focus is on you this Saturday. Any update on your brother when we could see him fight again? Obviously, there's a lot of excitement for his next fight and what he can
Hopefully they are going to announce his fight after my fight, after my victory, let's say like this.
Ilia down here. You've spoken up earlier about wanting to bring the UFC to Spain. What do you think a win against Charles would push that forward, do you think?
I don't think it has to do anything about win or losses. Everything is about the deal of the UFC with the television here. So if they get a new deal and we could have an event in Spain with the prime time in Spain, of course.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you very much, guys.